We're just a bunch of nerds who are thirsty for some sweet, sweet D&D. I'm a first-time DM, and my adventurers are brand new, so this is our Real Play 5e D&D podcast. Expect some ridiculous voice acting, like the worst, and some really awesome moments, and some really interesting moments, and just friends having fun together. This is our story, as it is much yours, so welcome. Welcome to Saving Arcana. Hey, what's up, you guys? Oh, my lordy.
What the hell did you say?
Did you not even say?
I said, hola, ¿qué tal, chicos?
All right, Voquis, start us off.
Orale.
Orale. Okay. Hi, I'm Kate, playing Voquis, level 4 Firbolg Ranger. And I am super excited to be back and playing Saving Arcana.
We took a little bit of a break. Elrick?
Hey ladies, I'm back and I'm ready to save Tia. I'm playing Elrick, Druid, level 4 Firbolg. Oops, I said that backwards.
It's all good. Ava!
Hey, I'm back. I'm Ava. I'm playing a level 5 Paladin.
Like a level 7 Paladin. Cheating.
I've been cheating.
You have.
It's okay. You'll die. And I am your DM, John. We're going to go ahead and get this kicked off. We've been away for a little bit, so it's glad to be back. But where we left off is you guys made it back to Nathaniel. And he said, go get some sleep. You guys fought hard, fought well. You farted well, yes. And go get some sleep, because tonight he's going to send some scouts out and start looking for the rest of the gnolls, that gnoll band. And you guys have the evening. It's around 7 p.m. It's Waterdeep. It's still bustling. You guys can do whatever you want to do. What would you guys like to do?
Like to try and find Dorothil? No, I'm kidding.
Dorothil, yeah.
That's why I keep asking whether it's Tuesday or Wednesday, because like the second Tuesday comes around, I'm going right back to that market.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you lied about that.
Yeah. So, what would you guys like to do? Let's start with Elrick. Anything particular you want to do?
Are any of those things like attunement based?
No.
Any of the rings?
Any of the rings?
Nope. Just purely usages.
I'm gonna admire my bling, and then. So we're at Haven right now?
Yep, you're in Nathaniel's office.
In Nathaniel's office.
Just trying to get a general
It's like
concept.
7?
Yeah, it's like 7 p.m.
I'm gonna go down to the Drunken Horse.
See Hilda? Okay. I just wanted to see what your attention. Ava, what do you want to do?
I am going to go see if anybody sells trained animals.
Trained animals. Okay. Interesting. And Voquis.
It's nighttime, right?
It's 7 p.m. It doesn't get dark, like...
But it's like duskish?
Yeah, it's dusk. It'll go completely dark at 9, so you got a couple hours.
I would like to go find Archibald.
Okay. Let's, since you guys are going to split, I'm going to do this one at a time.
He literally
Elrick,
tells us, don't split the party.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm used to it by now. Elrick, you go down to the Drunken Horse. It is a lively day. You break open the door and everyone inside raises their glasses. Elrick! And then it's a party inside. Hilda behind and starts pouring 3 to 4, 5, 6, 7 jugs. She puts it in her arms and she waddles over to the tables. This place is packed. And she is dishing out beer, and she looks over at you and waves and wipes her brow, and she wipes her little tusk too, and the mom's still against the wall with arms crossed and looks over at you. She gives a smile to you.
I wink at the mom.
Ooh, and a little bit of blush in her cheek. And she quickly snatches back her face to where she was looking before. And Hilda's around, everyone's just basically bustling around. Is there any, are you wanting to just get a drink, or...
Yeah, I'm just gonna get a drink.
Sure.
Kind of wind down from the long day we had.
One of the tier 2 paladins that you see off to your right at one of their tables, he stands up and goes, Elrick, please sit down. Sit down with us. Have a drink. It's on me, my friend.
I sit down next to him. I'm like, oh, who are you? Did I meet you before?
Oh, no. You haven't met me, but we all know you. And he looks at the rest of them. They're like, yeah, of course we know you. You don't realize that...
reputation precedes me, I guess.
Your entire party does. You guys fought the cultists. You did so much for the group. You're out there looking for Tilda when we were out doing others? That's one of our own. Thank you. This one's on me. And shoves a beer over towards you. Drink up. And he holds out his beer to kind of clink it together. He puts it down and goes to drink it. And he starts chugging away.
I match his pace.
Oh, good. He's a big dragonborn paladin. So at this point, you can imagine that his constitution's pretty good. He continues to drink, and he puts down the cup and goes, "Hilda, we need more." And Hilda's, yeah, just come on around. And she's getting more glasses, and that was the worst Hilda impression I've ever done. And
You're a little rusty.
Yeah, I'm a little bit rusty. Gets the cups together, brings the cups over, and you guys just party away. Anything particular that you want to do or talk?
What's your name, friend?
Firbolg.
Sherbold. Nice to meet you, Sherbold.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for all the work that you've done.
Thank you for the work that you do to, make Haven possible. Like, without you and your compatriots, Haven wouldn't be a thing. Without any of us, really. So.
You're not wrong. I have to admit that a lot of my work seems like it's for nothing. You're out there trying to find Tilda, Tia, members of our family, and here I'm out trying to find chickens of fire nature, and they send me on the craziest little adventures, and I got nothing half the time. It's hard to find things when Nathaniel says, "Here's a list, go find these things." I don't know what to do anymore, so I go out for months at a time, and it's good to be back home, though.
Well, if you're looking for a fire chicken, there should be one near the garden. That's the last time I saw it. It was dancing with,
I'm sure the one you're talking about is not the one I'm talking.
Okay. Just making
sure.
sure. Just making sure. That one's real weird. But
It's even weird for me to say this out loud. He leans in a bit closer and trying to away from his other compatriots. This one wears hats. I know it sounds silly, but I don't know what the deal is. Evidently, it was a friend or I don't know. Nathaniel has some. He's looking for it.
These fire chickens are weird folk.
They are. And hey, another drink, and Hilda brings over a bunch more. It's a whole nother round. You guys get merry for the rest of the night. Unless there's anything else you want to do,
nope.
You just drink.
Drink.
Your barracks are at the underground barracks underneath Haven, so you're right near bed whenever you're ready to rock and roll. Ava, so you're looking for a... Say it again? You're looking for a pet?
Not a pet, just a utility animal.
A utility animal. Okay. There's not really going to be any shops directly around Haven that looks for it. Your best bet, even though it's evening, you might be able to go down to the marketplace where the traveling salesmen are. That evening shift doesn't close till right around 9, so you still got a couple hours.
I'll head over there.
Okay.
Make haste.
Okay.
Make haste.
Give me a second. I'm going to have to pull that up. You make it down to the market. You're looking around. Most of the shops have actually cleared up for the day. There is a gentleman down in the bottom, closer to the gate. He's got small little cages, and he has a couple of large cages behind this little stand. It's made out of wood. It has some scribbling on it. It's all written in Dwarvish. As this Dwarvish man kind of looks over at you as no one's around his stand. Mm-hmm. You see small little creatures in these crates as you get closer, even with your passive perception. He's got squirrels and critters and a couple of small alligators that are purple. There is a firefly that is larger than any firefly you've ever seen before. Just some odds and ends. And a couple of them he's putting a cloth-like... Lulu. Thank you. He's putting cloths over certain cages as it is getting close to nighttime, as you do with birds and different creatures like that. And you haven't seen what he's got behind those that he's already put over. Do you walk up to him?
Sure.
Okay.
I got to him, I say, "Well met, traveler."
Good day. Name's Galebreed.
Name's Ava.
Ava, what can I get for you today?
I'm looking for a beast of burden. Or a beast of utility.
Ooh,
I've started to notice that some of my compatriots are not the most reliable at keeping watch, and we were attacked. So I would like...
Keeping watch, you say?
Correct.
think I might have something. If it's at nighttime that you seek, maybe this would help what you're trying to find. And he pulls you over to a cage that has all the other claws are red, but this one is very thick and black. And he pulls it up a little bit and says, "Take a peek."
Alright, I'll take a peek. Do I have to roll for it?
No, unless you really want to.
No.
You will have to roll for a history check, though, so
Okay.
go ahead and do so. You peek in, and even with the low light that's coming through, you see two bright blue eyes. This outline of a creature that kind of looks like a badger, but there's a big fluffy tail inside.
Squirrel.
And he goes, "This one's very susceptible to light. As you can see, this one has the best covering I could possibly take. This guy, he stays in a bag until you need him at night. Bring him out, throw him up in a tree, and he will stay watch. And he has this great link that when you do a bonding ritual that I will sell you at a very nice price, you will then be able to, when he sees something, it will alert you. It will wake you up."
It's a 9.
It's a what?
9 perception.
Oh,
History.
I thought you were saying like it's 9 gold. I'm like, wait a minute, you're telling me the price? Even with
history check.
even with did you do a history?
Yeah.
Okay. Even with the 9 history, you've heard of creatures of the night, but nothing of that looks of this nature before. It resembles a squirrel with the long bushy tail to the size comparison. It's got long claws in the front, a short snout, very bulbous face, but a body that is long like a weasel.
I'll tell him, tell me, what is this beast called? Tell me what it is. Tell me more about it.
Okay, that's the best drawing ever. That's it.
So
This will be in the corner of your screen.
I would like to learn more about it before I purchase it.
Absolutely. This creature is called a vile blight. I said bright. Vile blight. It specifically will climb trees, have perception for you, utility-wise, during nighttime, and it will wake you. It works kind of like the alarm spell, essentially. This creature itself, you need to keep it in his bag, and it only eats peanuts. If you find peanuts, which most people around can find, you just feed it to him, and he's good to go. Keep a little pouch of that, and he'll be a good little pet for you. There is a binding ritual for the telekinesis part that it will need in order to awaken you, but it is bindable to one person, and that creature will only respond to you.
Like, okay, sounds like it could do. What else do you have? Do you have anything that's more all around nighttime and daytime use, or something that's got a bit more, I would say, muscle behind it or bite to it?
Muscle and bite. Not with my current wares here today, and you look at the rest of them, they're more of like fun creatures that you would buy for kids. You can tell that right outside, we've got if you guys remember from a couple sessions ago, they were building a amusement park.
Right.
Outside, well, not amusement park, but a mobile amusement park, and well, most of the kids, they want the goldfish and the things of that nature. So I try to bring out, creatures that kids would love, that are fluffy. And back in my warehouse, I have a couple of other creatures that might be a little bit more your style, but I'm not really looking to sell those, as they pretty much are my muscle. When I get another shipment in, though, I'll let you know. There is another gentleman here in town that is selling heftier creatures, but I don't know. It looks like, and he looks around a bit, looks like he's already gone for the day.
Can I try to convince him
To
sell? At least show
absolutely.
me some of them?
Sure, absolutely. Roll for that.
9.
9. Well, I am looking for some new stock. Tell you what, you throw in some extra gold and know that if I take you over there, you're buying one, and I'll take you to go see it.
It's like, how about this? If I like it enough, I might buy both.
That's good enough for me. It brightens up his big old smile.
Like the guy he showed me in something bigger.
Okay, so he's gonna close up shop there, close everything down, and then take you down some back alleys to his warehouse. Takes you about 5-6 minutes to get there, a little bit of a walk. He stays completely silent the entire time, always looking over his shoulder. Kind of sketchy in the way that he acts as you're walking. You guys make it to a warehouse. He pulls out a ring of keys and goes through 3 or 4 different keys before he looks over you. They all look the same. And then he finally opens the door, and you hear howls and all these other pets. There's a lot of noises coming from this warehouse. It's a warehouse about 40 feet long and about 20 feet tall, and cages left and right all the way up to the roof, full of creatures. And they are all howling at every type of creature, or that is howling. He bangs against it, and shut up over there! And just bangs against it, and they all start to quiet down. Come on back to the back here, and if you follow him, he takes you on to the very back, and there are 2 cages that are larger than the rest. He's got quite a stock of any type of weird creature you could possibly imagine. And these aren't like iron-gated barred cages. These are fine mesh cages, as some of these creatures are pretty small that they would just fly right out those cages.
Right.
These 2, though, are iron barred cages, as they are about 3 feet tall, and each of them, he looks over at you, they're brother and sister. They're 2 dire wolves. They come as a pact, as if I sell you one, the other one might well eat me. I haven't been able to take them apart from each other. Wherever one goes, they both go. And roll a perception check for me while I'm talking.
It's gonna be like 14.
14. You ever hear of the
Yep.
2 Looper sisters?
Haven't heard of them. I can't say that.
They're over at Haven. They have this teleport ability. I don't really know too much about it, but I've seen them one time. Some type of link that one has a red eye and the other one has a green eye. And you look down at the animals. What's your perception?
14.
With the 14 you pass. The one in the right cage has the one red eye, and the one in the left cage has a green eye. Just like them, they have a special ability. They can blink. So, unfortunately, they do come at an extra cost because there's 2 of them. These are my guard dogs, but I've been wanting to get rid of them. They bit me a few times, pulls back the sleeve. His arm is riddled with bite marks. They're not too friendly, but they'll do a good job of keeping you safe. Well, that's for sure, unless they eat you. They eat a lot of meat, and looking around 100 gold apiece. That sounds about good to me. Would you like to try to persuade him, or would you like to pay that? Would you like to...
I'll say, how about 150? And then I'll
Oh,
persuade.
that's pretty low for me.
No, I didn't. I got like a 13.
With a 13. Tell you what. 175, and you take my squirrel. The Vile Blight. I can't get rid of him. Nobody wants a little creature that bites.
What
Constantly.
What color is the Vile Bright?
Completely black. Black fur. The only thing of color, it almost looks void when you look at him. The only thing of color is his very bright blue eyes. I tell you what, if you can take these off my hands, at least I can go back to selling what's actually selling well.
It's like, okay, you'll take me for all I got on me, but seems like it's worth it. So I
Alrighty.
toss him the 175, and I'm broke now.
I tell you what.
You can always ask Voquis for
Can
money.
you swing by tomorrow? I'm gonna need to get them fed and get some harnesses for you. I'll throw that in for free, but if you swing by tomorrow, I'll give them to you.
Sure. How about
Alright.
half and half? I'll give you half today, and then half of the rest.
That
'cause
sounds like a plan.
You don't know me, I don't know you. You might run off with them.
That's true. I did think about it. If you could, if you're gonna take the squirrel with you, whoever is gonna take it needs to come by so we can perform the little ritual. So
So
it will
I'll be
bind.
the one that takes it.
Okay, sounds good. Well, come on by tomorrow.
Okay.
Holds that coin, super happy. All right, come back another day. No,
Do I have time after she's done with her thing to go talk to the blacksmith?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
We'll swing
So-
back around to that.
Yep.
Voquis, what you got?
Okay. I would like to go and find Archibald in his little neighborhood of mysteriousness.
Okay. For the time of this, Archibald, you are going to go looking for him in all of those little rooms and everything else, and you knock on the doors. For the timing, He is nowhere to be found. You ask around, no one's seen him in Haven. The last time you talked to him was yesterday, and he was remember, he was sick. He was not feeling very good.
I thought that was because of the light.
Exactly. Well, that's what he told you. But no one's seen him since.
I didn't insight check him. Damn it. Always insight check.
So, besides that, what else would you like to do?
Can I leave him a note?
Absolutely.
Or something?
Absolutely. What would you like the note to say? I'm just guessing you just post it down in that basement somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Archibald, hope you're feeling better. Please come find me.
Okay.
And then actually take one of my daggers and leave it there with the note.
Okay, yeah. You do so, no problem, and you leave the way that you came. What else would you like to do?
What would Voquis do? Voquis wants to go check back in with Fire Chicken because she never did.
Check in doing what?
It was in the middle of Haven and dancing around with people. She walked past it, looked at them, said, "I'll get to you later," and then never went back. She wants to go back.
Okay, so the last time that you saw the Fire Chicken was with Malcolm. It was up, as he was doing his little ritual, it was up on the bookshelf, what have you, and he had a little cowboy hat on. That was the last time you saw him, which was earlier today.
Okay.
So probably back to Malcolm would be the way to go. Okay. You make your way to Malcolm. The old creaky door kind of cracks open. Hey, what can I do for you?
Hi, Malcolm. I'm looking for Fitzy.
Oh, the chicken. Yeah, he's in here. Yeah.
Do you need him, or can I talk to him?
Oh yeah. I will. Sure. Come on in. Looking very confused. Opens the door. Come on in.
Okay. So
Chicken's over there sitting in the rocking chair, just sitting like a human on his butt, feet out in front of him. He just looking over at you, kind of cocks his head a little bit, looks at you.
Is he still wearing the cowboy hat?
Still wearing the cowboy hat.
That's adorable. Okay. So Voquis is gonna go over to him and just kind of like kneel down next to him and say, "Hey Fitzy, how you doing?"
Cocks his head a bit, just looks at you strange.
I've heard you talk before. I know you can talk. You were singing at one point.
He looks up at Malcolm and, I think you've lost it. It's a chicken.
Okay, so then what I'll do is I will do.
I don't think you remember, do you?
Remember what?
When I dispelled all the magic, the curses that he spoke before, but
He sung before.
but whenever I took off of him, he hasn't spoken since. But when you hum a tune, he dances, and it makes me giggle.
Okay, so then I would like to use speech of beast and leaf
Okay.
to talk to Fitzy.
Okay.
And I say, "Hey Fitzy, how you doing?"
And it will respond. Who?
You told us your name was Fitzy.
Who?
Did something happen?
Cracker.
Okay. I take out a piece of one of my rations and give it to him.
He eats it, all of it, and he just kind of looks up to you and just smiles, and like a little bird smile. Yeah, it's he loves rations.
How are you doing, Fitzy?
Who? This continues.
What is your name?
As you keep speaking to him, he's giving one-word answers. Something seems very off.
Yeah.
The curse, something happened. And you come to realize as you keep asking him questions and he gives one-word answers as who, cracker, and a couple other one-words. And Malcolm leans down and puts his hand on your shoulder. I think the little guy's had enough. I think I did this to him.
Okay.
when I dispelled all the magic, it did something to his brain. I don't know what to do about it. This race of chicken, it's been known to be insentient, but music is the only thing he responds to.
Okay.
And Malcolm will start humming a tune, and you see the chicken kind of get up, and he also start like bouncing back and forth, bringing his little wings up and down, and see, he likes music, but I can't get him to speak to me, and I've tried almost every magical spell that I know. Something drastic has happened to him.
What in Mal? Okay, so we're inside, right?
Mm-hmm.
The floor is wood,
Yeah.
or like not stone or dirt.
The
or
bottom level
anything?
is wood, and the whole first couple layers are nothing but wood, as is meant to be more of a library. And then the further up you go in this tower, it's nothing but stone. So it's fully furnished the first couple floors.
Malcolm, do you mind if I take Fitzy for a while?
Okay, sure, good. Go ahead.
If we leave Haven or do anything crazy like we do, I'll
That's
bring
true.
him back. I'll bring him back.
Okay.
But I just want to spend a little time with him.
Spend all the time you want. Okay. Take the chicken and do what you are thinking.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back down to where like the goblin children are that were dancing with him before.
Okay.
And on the floor around us, I'm gonna talk. Well, he was dancing with the gnome guy and a goblin child, right?
It was the goblin child, the gnome runner, that the cartographer dude.
Is the gnome runner down there? Do I find him?
Not at this time. There's not many people in the main area of Haven, as most people are heading to bed and or at pubs. You don't find him.
Do I find the goblin child at all?
All the goblins are out back. You could go knock.
Yeah. Well, so they're not out. They're all in their like makeshift home in
Yeah,
there.
they're all in this little makeshift kind of area in the backside of Haven.
Okay. I would like to go to a secluded spot.
Okay.
Not like hidden, but like secluded, that has like dirt on the ground.
Okay, you find it.
Okay. So
You're in the Haven walls, but you find it. It's over by Mercy's area, over by
Yeah.
his little cathedral.
Oh,
you
but I
find
can't see him, can I?
No. You're just over in that area. Yeah,
Okay.
he's not.
Staring at you with his like no eyes.
I imagine like Braun just like standing in
Oh, jeez.
God, okay. I would like to write the alphabet in common on the ground in the dirt.
Okay. Give me an agility. Give me a dexterity check.
Ooh, not
general.
that. Not that one.
To
Just
see
one.
how well you.
Dexterity.
Yeah.
I'm good at
That's
that.
that good thing for you.
5.
5. You start to go A, B, and all of a sudden Fitzy comes over and just starts pecking the ground where you have A and B, and then starts scratching at the ground, trying to kind of mimic what you're doing. And then you start to go C, D, and it's just pecking, and then it looks around and sees something and it starts to move away from you. You're getting that there is not much there. He's acting extremely like a
Chicken-like.
chicken. Whatever has happened has taken from the curse that you've...
Can I detect magic on him? Can I
Yeah,
cast detect
absolutely.
magic? And do I detect magic on him?
You go through the entire ritual spell as it is just pecking at the ground and doing chicken things, and there is no magic emanating from the chicken anymore.
I'm gonna take him back to Malcolm then.
Now, to be 100%, the chicken, the fire chicken, is not burning. I want to make sure that's clear. It looks like a chicken.
Oh, I thought it was still fire chicken. Okay.
It was
This would have
when it was dancing.
I forgot.
It was on fire with the kids, but it is not on fire right now.
Since the kids, have I seen it on fire?
Mm-mm.
That's not Fitzy.
It's just a chicken.
I'm gonna take him back to.
Okay. You take him back to Malcolm, and Malcolm opens the door and looks at you, and you hand him the chicken. And he puts him in his arms, and I'll continue to try to give him whatever I took away from him back.
I think this is a different chicken.
I have no idea what you mean.
Can I insight check the chicken? No, I'm kidding. I would like to cast Identify on the chicken.
And so he takes it back, and he's still just pecking away. Little one, and he kind of throws him off to the corner as he picks him.
Before I leave, I'm gonna give Fitzy a ration.
Sure. He eats the ration.
Just like
Happy as can
pat.
be. Yeah.
I'm very confused and slightly sad as I leave Haven. Like more sad than I should be.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go to the tavern.
Okay. You head
see the love of my life.
You head to the tavern. You come in. Everyone's cheering. People are singing. There's a live band over in the corner. Elrick is partying with a whole table of people. They see you come in. Hey, Voquis! And then Hilda looks over, and she is still running like crazy. She's getting drinks, and she gives you a small wave, and a smile creeps across her face, and I'll talk to you in a minute, and then grabs all the drinks and starts running drinks.
I actually want to go behind the bar and ask her if she needs help.
So to get behind the bar, you have to go all the way around. You'll meet her before doing that. And she'll say, honey, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna help.
Sure. She throws you an apron.
Yeah.
I'll need...
Okay.
Go ahead and just give me a athletics check.
Natural 20!
Nice.
I impressed her, yes!
So you pick up this tray of about 18 mugs of beer with ease and take it wherever she's pointing with such grace. Not one drop is spilled. Everyone's enthralled by your performance of wow. She can. Ooh,
I was
that's way
born
more
to be a waitress.
And give me one more check as you're helping through the night.
Natural one.
4.
4. On your second tray, you're having a harder time. You accidentally, one of the cups, you start to wave a little bit in your step, and all of a sudden one of the cups falls off right into Elrick's lap.
Sorry, Elrick!
It splashes all over him. Now he's wet fur. And Hilda screams over, try not to put it on our patrons.
Sorry, Hilda!
Yeah, Bogey.
And you give out the rest. You continue to help her, and she's super thankful as she keeps thanking you throughout the night.
Yeah, so I guess I forgot to say this, but I guess it was kind of already, in everyone's mind. But when I went to Archibald, I was still that half-elf, disguised self.
I don't know what form you are in, but I take it that whenever you go see Hilda, you are you. That's how I was guessing.
And then as soon as I left Archibald's area, I switched back.
Yeah.
So I'm Voquis.
I understood that, but I guess I didn't.
Yeah,
verbalize
it
that.
wasn't
That's my bad.
vocalized, so I just wanted to make sure.
That's my bad. All right, so you help out for the rest of the night. Anything else? You just trying to keep conversation with her. She's chatting with you every chance that she can. That while you guys are passing in a second, she's like, tell me about your adventures. Really trying to get some one-on-one time with you.
Yeah, I definitely engage her and tell her about her stuff and about the gnolls and how hard it was and about this Zig guy that was super sketchy and about this weird crest that we found and how we don't know anything about it and how I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be here and when Nathaniel's gonna send us out again and how I wish I could just stay home for a while. I need a vacation from traveling. I really wish that I could just stay here, and I'm really upset that I had to move out. I wanted to stay here, but I'm so happy you guys are renovating and it's so awesome and you guys are having really great business and this
Complete
is awesome.
word vomit.
I'm not vomiting. This is the summary of the conversation that is happening amongst
that is a Voquis word vomit.
This is the worst.
Gross. No, she's very enthralled by everything you're saying. Holding on to every word, and throughout the night she gets closer and closer to you. You definitely feeling a bond that it is two-sided. She's definitely not giving you signals, but she's going out of her way to hear everything that you hear or say.
Awesome. That's all Voquis needs to propose. That's really it.
That's it.
She's super desperate.
Back to Ava. So you're gonna go look to the blacksmith,
Yep.
right? So for sake of time, you start going back to the blacksmith, and the door's shut. This is around 8 o'clock after your first bit. Most shops are closing up around this time, as it is past dusk. The fire that's normally coming out of the chimney is stopped as, well, they've turned off their lights and they've closed down their irons for the night. So they're
Alright,
closed.
I'll just head over to the other place.
Okay. You head over, you come in, the party, everyone, hey, it's Ava! You're having a great time. Do you all just drink and have a merry night?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Before I go to bed,
Okay.
I expend my last spell slot to make some good berries for the next day.
Nice. Okay. So you guys
Those are
find
the meal
yourselves
pouch.
partying through the entire night. And it is a great time, and you help Voquis, you help her, and she is so utterly thankful. The mother actually walks over to you at the very end as everyone's closing up, and you've spent extra time to close up and clean up and sweep and wipe down tables. And she comes over and puts her hand on your shoulder and puts a little bag in your hand. And she just nods, and then she walks back to the door that leads back to their chambers and leaves.
Okay.
Do you want to look in the bag or just keep it in your...
Like, I'm gonna keep it on me, but then, like, once I leave, and, like, I know, like, there's no way that they could possibly... Like, I'm super paranoid. That there's no way that they could possibly know that I'm looking in the bag. I look in the bag.
Okay. So, yeah, on your way back to your room
Yeah.
to sleep, you look inside the bag, and there's a couple gold and a little note that says thank you.
I keep that note. I keep the
Voquis
gold
crack
separate from my
counter.
normal
It looks
note.
like a child wrote it. Like, the hand...
No, like, that means...
That the handwritten, it really bad penmanship.
It's
but
more like THX, like
Hanks.
thinks. Yeah.
Yeah. And a little goblin smiley face. And then, so you say your goodnights, you make your way back to bed, you guys pass out,